Ready? Mr. Ritter, did you talk with anybody about moving your company out of this area? Not moving it out, no. Did you talk to anybody about opening an office elsewhere? Yes. Where? Dallas. Whom did you talk to? Well, I spoke to a lot of people. Such as whom? Well, I don't recall right now. Is it your contention that you were thinking of opening another office without closing this office? That's right. And that was in Dallas, Texas? That's right. What was the reason for opening an additional office in Dallas? Because it was felt down there that they could use the technology we had to offer. What would have been the reason for keeping the office open here if you opened an office in Dallas? Because I feel this is still a viable location. Even in the light of your net losses as shown by your income tax returns, I don't feel that the officers are responsible for the tax returns. I am not putting the blame on the officers, but can you correct your situation? The situation can be corrected. That is why we are still in operation today. Are you renting your present space? Yes. How much space do you have? 5,000 square feet. What was the size of your previous space? 9,000 square feet. Have you received any additional loans recently? No, I haven't received any threats either. Does the corporation owe any back taxes? Oh, I think so. For what? For income tax. Is that tax withheld from your employees and not paid to the government? I think so, yes. Have you had any conversation with anybody from the IRS about the taxes that you owe? Yes. Whom did you talk to from the IRS? Mr. Cooper. When did you first talk to Mr. Cooper? I don't recall. How many times have you talked to him? 3 or 4 times. Was a schedule ever made up for payment of these taxes? I think it was. Did the company make the payments? I think they made some payments, yes. How much? I don't recall the amount. When did you become aware of the fact that the company was not paying the withholding taxes to the government? When did I become aware? Yes, sir. I don't think I can be specific about the date. How did you become aware of it? Through my accountant. Okay, I'm going to switch transcripts. Okay. Again, this will be plaintiff. That is questioning. Ready? Who wrote that letter? I wrote the letter. Did you write it back when it was dated? Yes, on June 1st, 2008. How is it that you're in possession of it? I contacted my sister and she sent it back to me. Can you read it, Your Honor? It's only 2 pages. If I could have you read that letter. The letter is the best evidence, Mr. Anderson. Does that letter discuss a loan? Yes, it does. Does it discuss an enclosure of a check? Yes, it does. Does it say how much the check is for? Yes, it does. How much is that check? $11,030. Did you testify to the total amount of interest that was owed? Yes, at that time. The total amount of interest owed was $13,000. $13,000. So this is short of the $13,000? Yes, it is. Was there any other sum of money paid? Yes, there was either a cashier's or certified check sent to my mother in the amount of $1,970, the difference. So $1,970 plus $11,030 makes the $13,000. Yes, it does. So why was it that this check was written to your sister? Because at the time my mom had owed my sister this amount of money, and she asked that I forward this amount to her. I'm going to show you Exhibit 15. Can you describe that? This is a check dated May 30th, 2008, made out to Diane Weckler. And the amount is how much? The amount is $11,030. Is that the check that was enclosed with this letter? Yes, sir, I believe it is. Now I'm going to switch transcripts. I'm going to read you just a little bit of medical, which tends to be more challenging, but we all have to get used to reading and writing to medical. Okay, all right, here we go. In the matter of People versus Mitchell Johnson, let the record indicate the defendant. Both counsel are present. All jurors are present in the jury box. The alternate juror is present. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now ready to proceed on the second phase of the trial, the sanity issue. Do you desire to make an opening statement, Mr. Stein? Yes, Your Honor. Do you wish to make a statement at this time, Mr. Enright? No, Your Honor. I believe that there will be a stipulation that all the evidence that has previously been introduced in this case, including the exhibits, it will be stipulated that the jury can consider that evidence in this phase of the trial. That is so stipulated, Your Honor. Very well. Call your first witness. We will call Dr. Castile. Take the stand, please. State your name. Danielle Castile, C-A-S-T-I-L-E. Your Honor, I wonder if we can have these 4 medical reports marked defendants next in order. Defendants? Yes, defendants. I'm sorry, did I say plaintiff? Defendants next in number. I thought you said plaintiffs, but I was confused. Yes, separately? Yes, one from Dr. Castile, Dr. Hunter, Dr. Klatt, Dr. Durgery. Dr. Castile's will be marked Defendants J for identification. Dr. Hunter's will be Defendants K. Dr. Klatt's will be L. And is it Dr. Drury? Yes, Dr. Drury. Dr. Drury will be M. If I may proceed, Your Honor. You may. Dr. Castile, would you tell us what your occupation is? I'm a psychiatrist presently at Orange County Medical Center and assistant professor of psychiatry, University of Irvine. How long have you been a psychiatrist? I began my training in 1997 and have been in this field ever since. Do you want to stipulate to his qualifications? Yes, so stipulated. There will be a stipulation that Dr. Castile is a qualified psychiatrist, Your Honor. So stipulated, Your Honor. Very well. Dr. Castile, did you examine a Mr. Mitchell Johnson? Yes, I did. Do you recall the date that you examined Mr. Johnson? I first saw him at the Orange County Jail on January 25, 2013, and I saw him again on March 10 of this year.